Good evening. Hey, athletes and parents of Vernon Hills Boys Cross Country. Oh, hang on a second. There you are. I made this presentation because I want to speak to the parents and to the athletes that missed the kickoff meeting. We had a meeting today after school. It went really well, but I want all of you athletes who missed it to see it and parents to see where we're going with things, okay? So I'll try to move things along. First things first. The overview of the meeting was these 5 items. But before we got to those items, I talked to the guys about personal responsibility. Running over the summer is something that takes a lot of your own responsibility. There will be times where we run together as a team, and there will be captain's practice, which we will talk about. But I'm trying to train young men, 14 to 18, to be responsible. And I'm sure all you parents could agree that that is something you want your sons to be. So I had them take their logbooks, which they had all gotten back in the fall, and they were given them to take home over the summer. And personal responsibility was our theme. And that will come up a couple times during my presentation here. Hey, let's talk about summer mileage goals. We've got 10 weeks of the season, of the summer training season. May 27th is when it's going to start. We're going to see a calendar here in a bit, all the way till August 4th. And I am urging you to make a commitment to run 300 up to 600 miles over those 10 weeks. That's with 1 day off, so 6 days a week. All the miles that you run by Sunday, August 4th, right? So May 27th to the 4th will go toward the t-shirt that you will get to wear on the first day of school. Let me show you that cool t-shirt that I came up with. This one is a 400 Mile Club shirt. I'm pretty proud of that. I think it looks good. The guys at the meeting liked it. So I'm hoping we can have many people wearing that on the day back. So hey, this is where parents come in. I'm asking that the athletes talk to the parents and ask them to pledge them. I'm asking for about 10 cents a mile. So if you run 400 miles, that's $40. That goes to the program. Every year, parents cut a check at the beginning of the season to help pay for t-shirts, Gatorade, bananas, pasta parties, breakfast, all the stuff that we do all year. It takes money to fund this army of 50 guys, keep them hydrated and keep them having fun. So this also, as I talked to the guys that were in attendance today, is a way for athletes to communicate their commitment to running over the summer with their parent, with their grandparents, to say, hey, I am trying to run X amount of miles this summer. Will you pledge me? And when you say it to someone else, you're much less likely to quit doing it, because then grandma, grandpa might say, hey, whatever happened to that run you were doing? How'd that work out? Oh, I didn't do it. Well, I'm kind of hoping that you as an athlete remain committed, because more people are counting on you. So yes, if you didn't get your logbook, please come to my room during final exams and pick that up. You're going to write in your logbook and keep those weekly miles over these 10 weeks, and you will eventually put them into a Google form that I will share with you. But I need you to put them in your logbook. That Google form will be shared on the VHXC 19 Remind, right? So in order to get onto that team Remind, parents, you also, please text at VHXC1 to the number 81010. Okay. Hey, I'm asking all the guys to have a watch. I don't know. I didn't even check last year. I told the guys that I was busy as a first-year head coach, but this is something we all need to do. I'm going to click on this link. This is a Walmart watch that can be found pretty cheaply, $37.92. This is a Timex Ironman. I wore that watch many years, but $37. It doesn't need to be a GPS watch. About half the guys that were at the meeting had a GPS watch. but it's not needed. Okay. I actually prefer a regular chronograph for the guys. All right, here is how you would schedule trying to run 300 up to 600 miles. Now, as you can see here, I have 350 miles. So you're going to have to adjust to get to 400 or down to 300. Okay. But anyway, we've got yellow zones over the summer, and we've got white zones. The white zones are on your own, and the yellow are organized camp weeks. So 3 out of the 10 weeks are organized. Once again, personal responsibility. I'm trying to space out time where I will meet with you and help to organize runs, but other times you need to run on your own. All right. We talked about touching all the zones. That's going to be my phrase for the summer and during the season, that you try to run in all these different areas. Zone 1, and almost 3/4 of all the running you do is just easy distance. Okay. That's the base mileage, what we're going to call. Zone 2, hills / fartlek. That's running, easy running, but getting 30 to 60 seconds of hard running in every 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. And you can do that up to 12 times. This is now going from just base running to getting some speed work in, but not too taxing. In zone 3 is lactate threshold. So you're going to run 20 to 40 seconds per mile slower than a race pace. And you're doing this for 20 to 40 minutes. This is otherwise called a tempo run. It's also called, I'm going to call it a pace per mile run. And we're going to talk a lot about that in the fall. And lastly, sprints. We're calling that neuro speed, zone 4, 40 to 60 meter sprints, 10 of them. You want to get 10 of those a week during the summer. Okay, so those different zones. We have 5 things to talk about today in this presentation, and we're on to number 2. So the 2-week traditional summer camp is going to be during weeks 3 and 4. We have 17 athletes signed up for session 1 and 16 signed up for session 2. I hope to increase those numbers as I reach out to the 8th graders, incoming freshmen. But I'm going to go back to the calendar. That is these 2 zones right here, these 2 weeks. So meeting Monday at the track, Tuesday at Half Day Forest Preserve off of Milwaukee Avenue, Wednesday at Big Bear Sled Hill, and Thursday back at the track. It costs $25 to be in that camp. Many people have signed up already, and I hope to get a couple more. These are the guys who are signed up right now. If you don't see your name on there and you thought you signed up, please contact me. All right, moving on to captain's practices. Well, I am going on a leadership summit with, I've invited 8 seniors, and we're going to work out a lot of the rest of the summer and the season. Rob Williams, who's a 2013 graduate of Vernon Hills High School, just graduated from college, 2015, I'm sorry, just graduated from Augustana University. He ran there. He is going to be a teacher, and he's going to attend with me, and he will attend our camp later in the summer. But we're going to work some things out. What are we going to work out? Weeks 5 through 10 of the captain's practices, locations, times, and things like that. So that information will be forthcoming. So when we do get to those captain's practices, right, after weeks 3 and 4 of the traditional practice, I am hoping that you can commit yourself to getting those miles in and being at those practices. We all know that it's easier to run with a group than it is to run on your own. So that's back to the personal responsibility. How are you going to ensure that you can stay true to your commitment to run those miles? Okay. Don't say, I can't get there. You're old enough to ride a bike. Talk to the older athletes that live around you and get a ride. Find a way to do it. Okay. I think it says it takes a little more than 1 hour a day to keep your commitment. All right, let's get to something really exciting. Can I get this map? Well, if you look at this map right here, this is Chicago all the way down to Garden of the Gods State Park, way down south. What does that say? 383 miles, 357 miles. All right. That is our 6-day Wander in Wonder camping trip. We're going to leave July 15th about 8 a.m. We won't arrive till that following Saturday, 6 p.m. And we have a lot planned. Hopefully I can take up to 2 activity buses, so 28 athletes, camping, running, bonding. We will run with these 3 teams, Marion High School, Carbondale High School, Centralia High School, on their home courses. We will be guests of theirs. We're going to hit a minor league baseball game in Marion, Illinois. It's going to be great. I'm looking really forward to it. So this is an itinerary of where we're going and what we're doing. And I've shared this already with you guys via email, but you're welcome to look at that. And lastly, on next Tuesday, May 28th, I'm asking that you pick a time to come to the forum analysis day, where I'm going to make an individual video of each of you before and after running on the track. And I'll give you some drills to help improve your form. This can be very helpful as we begin summer running for you to get your form as efficient as possible. Okay, so I want to go back to this screen and make sure everyone is on Remind. You got to text add VHXC1, right? That's what you put in the text to the number 81010, and you can get this presentation and all the goodies that you'll need for the whole season. Okay, you can email me at jason.rush@d128.org. jason.rush@d128.org with any other questions. And let's have a great summer, guys.